The new-look Porsche Cayman S and its standard sibling have received new styling treatments very similar to the ones we dribbled over on the Boxster a few weeks ago. The new lines give the impression of a wider, more aggressive stance. The mirrors are larger and the front and rear blinkers have been given a more refined, elegant treatment. I don't think this fin is an ordinary boy toy spoiler. It's a split wing that Porsche claims avoids air resistance almost completely, while still applying just the right amount of downforce when you're driving.
Quite a selection. What are you going to go for?
I'm going to have the Casa Grille, I think.
Okay, well I guess I'll be traditional Bavarian. I'll go for the Bratwurst.
Good choice.
Potatoes with it.
Yes, please.
What else should we have?
No sauerkraut for me, thanks.
No sauerkraut for you?
No, I'll have a gherkin.
You'll have a Cayman S?
Cayman, definitely.
I'll settle for the Cayman S then.
Yeah, it's not a bad choice.
It's not a bad choice. The reason we're here though, eh?
It is the reason we're here, because Porsche has opened their new dealership in Umhlanga, and we're doing the trip back from Durban to Johannesburg in the new Cayman and Cayman S.
The only thing missing, of course, is that we just can't enjoy a nice cold German beer.
No, you can't, because you have to be responsible. But actually, speaking of beer, that's quite fitting, talking about the Cayman.
Quite fitting.
Quite fitting, yes.
No, the front loading bay on the car was actually designed to take an entire case of beer. And I know
Apparently.
Apparently. I know it's a lot smaller than a case, but because we've got to drink here, we will deliver this case of beer very safely and very quickly back to Johannesburg. Shall we go?
Not every day you get to do the drive through the stunning scenery of the Midlands in a Porsche. In fact, the elite German brand very rarely lets journalists loose on their latest releases, so having the chance to really get to grips with the luxury, refinement and indeed excitement of the Cayman and its S was a true treat.
Absolute pleasure driving the new Cayman, which is the one I'm in. Maurice is in the Cayman S. Both cars have got new engines. So
we're driving in the Cayman S, obviously the faster sports version, and the bit that's going to get you very excited, the brand new engine is spec'd up to 3.4 litres now, and yeah, they're telling us brand new engine, it's more efficient, recyclable parts, amazing as it is, who cares? What I care about is the fact that it's bumped up the kilowatts to an awesome 235 kilowatts, 370 newton meters of torque. This car's got some serious grunt.
I'm in the Cayman. That's got a 2.9 litre engine, that's the new engine on this one, up from 2.7, putting out 195 kilowatts, that's up 10 on the old model.
With the new engine comes a new manifold system and
yeah, totally different engine noise.
The fantastic new roar to the Porsche Cayman S. That's just unbelievable, like they could make that soundtrack any better.
Huge big difference as well in terms of the performance, because now the Cayman has got a PDK gearbox. Porsche's double Kupplung.
I'm not going to try the German translation. Basically means it comes with a double clutch system. So while the one clutch is engaged, the second clutch is actually free tracking. So it's running. It's allowing you to pick the optimum gear. So if I'm cruising like now in 7th, put my foot down, it jumps straight to 3rd. So it's non-sequential. It doesn't have to gear all the way through. So that just gives you the ultimate driving experience, whether you're using your controls on the steering column or in manual mode or just in automatic mode. It's going to pick the gear that you really should be in to optimize your drive. It makes it incredibly sporty.
Now the Cayman comes standard with PSM, which is Porsche Stability Management. But as an optional extra, you can also have PASM,
which just gives you further enhancements on the suspension settings on the car. What does that mean when you drive? Well, the roads we're on in the Midlands, pretty windy, you're not too sure what's around the next bend, and the stability system actually really does think for you. So
the gearbox anticipates which gear you want to find, no matter if you're accelerating, decelerating, it's constantly finding out what you want to do and anticipating your movement. So it's a very clever system.
If I'm on accelerator, take my foot off, it's going to anticipate the next thing I'm going to do is probably brake. So it's going to get the brake calipers ready to give you full brake whenever you need it.
Maurice is going to explain that so much better.
The car really is amazing, really is safe. The bit that I love are these two little magic buttons. There's Sport and there's Sport Plus. So you push Sport or Sport Plus mode, and what happens is the car just changes personality completely. Suddenly you've got a very different engine tone. The suspension stiffens up, the engine note changes, you lose 7th gear in Sport Plus mode. Why? Because you are now officially going racing.
There's very little difference between the Cayman and the Boxster in the cabin. From the chunky but simple steering wheel with its paddle ears to the comfy but sporty bucket seats. But it's here you'll be thankful for the difference. The Cayman's luggage compartment is a big plus in the practicality stakes. All in all, yet again, we can't find too much to complain about when it comes to the Porsche interior.
So what do we think? We like the new looks.
Mm-hmm.
We love the new engines.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it really just comes down to how badly the recession's stuffed up your bank balance.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to get anything more than a and an arm cross from you?
No, because I'm grumpy.
And I'm Marius. Hi, how are you doing? Why are you grumpy?
I'm grumpy because you've been driving the Cayman S for the last 3 hours, and I want to drive back to Joburg in it, and so I'm ready to get back in the car. Okay, now here's the statement of the year.
I'm all ears.
Comparatively,
Yeah.
the Cayman S has a lot more power than the Cayman. Now there's a statement.
Yeah, it's one of those things you don't even need to drive the car, you can just read it in the press release.
But it is, you feel the difference a lot.
45 kilowatts is a big difference, but I still think the 2.9 litre Cayman with the output that it has, 195 kilowatts, is ample, plenty. And I'm looking forward to just cruising back leisurely to Joburg
Good on you. I'm going to put foot.
and pay the fines. Divine.